Want to build a calendar app in SwiftUI with SwiftData using MVVM? This is the perfect place to start. This is the application we will create. We can create a new task by clicking on any date within the calendar. Each of the tasks will be stored within SwiftData. So the task I will add for this example is mow the lawn. Priority, medium. The task is now added to SwiftData. As you can see, because I added the task to SwiftData, it displays the count on the calendar date that one task has been added. If I add another task, it will increment to 2. For this task, I'll just name it wash the car. Priority low. Click on add. As you can see, it has now been incremented to 2. We can also search for tasks within SwiftData. If I type in CAR, as you can see, car is selected at the top of the list, and we can display all tasks within SwiftData. We can also delete a task. And when I delete the task, the count on the calendar date will be reflected. As you can see, it was 2 originally, and now it's been reduced to 1. So this is the actual application that we'll be creating in this tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe for more Swift and SwiftUI tutorials. In the previous video, I forgot to pass the new task to the insert method of the context object within calendar view model within the add task function. So that's what we will do now. So within the add task function of the calendar view model class, we need to do the following. Type context.insert new task so that the new task is added to SwiftData context or inserted into the SwiftData context. Everything else looks correct. I'll just compile it now. And then now we need to focus on the calendar view, which we started in the previous lesson also. So within the calendar view, where did we get up to? Yes. After we add additional padding on line 121, we need to add the following that will create our search bar and the task list that will show a list of all tasks that we've added to SwiftData and display those tasks. If view model show all tasks, so if it's true, or view model that should be or not view model pass dot is empty. So if it contains data, then we create a B stack, alignment, leading, spacing 0. We need a colon there. And then we also need to create a text field to enable the user to filter for the task that they want to search on. If view model show all tasks, so if that's still true, and it could have changed to false somehow. Text field text field search task, text binding. So what we need to do here, we need to create a get method that will get the search query, and then a set method that allows us to assign a value to the search query property of the view model. So that's get view model search query. Then we need a bracket, comma. I think we can delete this bracket on lines 129. And then we need to include our set that will assign the value to our view model.search query property. A bit neater. Don't think this one should be deleted. Set property needs to look like this. So view model search query equals $0. So now we have the search query value. View model dot fetch task, and that will refresh the results on the change event. And then on lines 134, we need 2 closing brackets, the curvy one. And then I think we can delete one of these brackets. Don't know why it's coming up with these errors. So that's text field, search task, text, colon binding, get, need to get down below, colon, I need an open bracket after the colon within the get. So I'll probably need the bracket that I deleted previously to do that. I'll just compile it. I think that fixed the error. So the next thing we need to do is style the text field. Text field style, rounded, border, text field style. Add some padding, dot horizontal. Add some padding to the bottom, 20. Add a transition, move, edge, top. So what that would do, it would just move the search text field to the top, a little bit to the top. And now we attempt to populate our task list with model.tasks. If not, model.tasks is empty. So if the view model contains data, create a text element called tasks or caption, add a bit of style, headline, padding, dot horizontal, and then we will attempt to populate our list. Let's see if the preview works. But I keep on saying sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, because I need a more powerful MacBook. For each view model task ID, so give each task an ID within the list. And then we need a VStack, alignment, dot leading, spacing, 4. Next thing we need to do is to display the task title within the list. Add bold for the font type. Also display the task view model, formatted date. And we pass in the task date to be formatted. And we also add the priority. view model dot priority label task dot priority and then need to add some padding, vertical 4, and we also need to add the on delete button to enable the user to remove a task from the list and also from SwiftData, delete task. We assign the list style to plain. List style. It should be priority, aligned 152. Don't know why it's not picking it up, so let's go to the view model class to see if I spelled it correctly. Let's go to the model class of SwiftData, not the view model class. Priority. I spelled it incorrectly. There should be an I. We also need to update the SwiftData attributes so that priority is spelled correctly. It's spelled correctly now, so let's go back to the view. Do it again. Pick it up. Is that correct now? So within the calendar view model, we need to update add task function on line 53. So the new task or the parameters for the task constructor should now look like this. Go back to the view, compile it again to see if it's okay. Just compiling at the moment. Still compiling. Don't know what happened there. Xcode compiler is cancelled the build. Let me try it again. It's built this time, it's good. I don't know what happened previously. So the next thing we need to do, we need to have an else statement to show a progress view when data is being like loaded or fetched from SwiftData. So we implement this after lines 162. We need an else statement. And then we add our progress view. And you can see the preview, it's not loaded. There's my MacBook, just too slow. The next thing we need to add is a spacer. And then we need to create our .onApair method to initialize our view model. So that's what we're doing now. OnApair if view model equal to nil. View model equals calendar view model context. So we need to pass the SwiftData context to the calendar view. Argument pass to pull text name argument. Oh, this should be calendar view model, not calendar view. And then we need to show our modal sheet, which allows the user to add a new task. Sheet is presented, finding so we need another get insert property. So we get we test or check to see if the show modal property of the view model is true or false. View model show modal If it doesn't contain a value, we just accept that it's false. And then we need to set the view model. View model, show model equals $0. If let view model is equal to view model, so if there's something to show within the view model, no, not something to show, if the view model isn't nil, so that means we can add a new record, a new task, text, add task for view model, formatted date. View model, task date. So that will allow the user to add a new date that relates to the task. Let's add a bit of padding. Yeah, this video is a little bit longer than expected. What's that one? Enter task. Enter task text. Finding. So we create another get and set property to enable the user to enter the title of the task. Get view model dot task title. Set view model dot task title. $0. It should be binding on lines 182. And then what else do we need to do? We need two closing curly brackets, these brackets here. And then we need to set the text field style to be rounded border text field style. Add some padding. The next thing we need to do is to add our picker priority to enable the user to select and assign the priority for the task. Let's picker priority selection binding. I'll just copy what we've done previously. Just so that the video length is reduced a bit for this tutorial. So that should be picker priority selection binding, and then the property should be task priority, and then we need a for each loop to loop through all of the options, task priority for all cases, priority in, text priority dot priority dot label tag priority. Pilot. The next thing we need to do is to set the picker style, segmented picker style, add some padding to the preview, still not working. And then the final thing we need to do is to add our button that will enable the user to save the task. View model dot add task, label for the button, we have the caption, add task, dot bold, dot frame, max width, dot infinity, dot padding, background. So the background color will be white. Dot foreground color. No, that should be foreground color, not foreground style. Foreground color. Dot white. The background should be blue, not white. The foreground should be white. Corner radius 10. Some padding there. Add a bit of padding. Now compile it and run it to see if it works or not. Oh yeah, there's something else we need to do. We need to go within our content view to call the calendar. So delete lines 12, just type in calendar view. And also, within your app file, we need to add the following. So delete content view and type in calendar view. And for the model context, model container should be task.self. And the purpose of that line 9, is to inject the model container into the environment which is needed for SwiftData to work. And it's a good idea to import SwiftData as well. Now, I'll try to run it, see if it works or not. And here's the application. I had to restart Xcode again. The computer is playing up. As you can see, it selects today's date as default, which is Friday the 11th. You can add a task by a new Mac. MacBook. Priority high. Add a task. And it's stored within SwiftData, as you can see. You can navigate backwards, forwards to new dates, show all tasks. If you like the tutorial, please comment, like, and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe for more Swift and SwiftUI tutorials.